You know, a few names in the automotive world carry the kind of respect that the Land Cruiser does. It's not just a vehicle, it's a legend. For decades, it's been that gun-anywhere, do-anything SUV that families, adventurers, and even militaries have trusted. And now, with the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser on the horizon, Toyota is bringing back that heritage with a fresh, modern twist that has fans buzzing. At first glance, the design immediately grabs you. Toyota has done something really clever here. Instead of going for an overstyled, flashy look, they've gone back to the roots. The 2026 Land Cruiser has that boxy, upright stance that screams rugged durability, but it's wrapped in a modern, sharp package. You'll notice bold, squared-off headlights, a wide grille that pays homage to classic Land Cruisers, and those strong, muscular fenders that make it look ready to climb a mountain straight from the dealership. It's not trying to be a luxury crossover. It looks like a Land Cruiser should. Tough, confident, and timeless. But here's where things get really interesting. Under the hood, the 2026 Land Cruiser is moving with the times. Instead of the big gas-guzzling V8 south of the past, Toyota has introduced a hybrid powertrain. Now, before the purists panic, this isn't some watered-down city hybrid. We're talking about a 2.4-liter turbocharged four-cylinder paired with Toyota's proven hybrid tech, delivering around 326 horsepower and a massive 465 pound-feet of torque. That torque is exactly what you want when you're crawling up rocks or towing a trailer. And the bonus? Much better fuel economy compared to the older models. It's kind of the best of both worlds, power and efficiency. Something that just makes sense for the Land Cruiser moving forward. And of course, what's a Land Cruiser without off-road capability? Toyota hasn't forgotten why people love this SUV. The 2026 model comes standard with full-time four-wheel drive, a locking center differential, and advanced traction control systems. There's also an available disconnecting front sway bar, which means better articulation when you're off-road. Think steep inclines, deep ruts, or uneven terrain. This thing is built to handle it. Toyota has also given it multiple terrain modes and crawl control, so whether you're driving through mud, sand, snow, or rocks, the Land Cruiser adjusts itself to keep you moving. And with nearly 9 inches of ground clearance, it's clear Toyota still wants this SUV to dominate trails, not just mall parking lots. Step inside, and the updates are just as exciting. Toyota knows Land Cruiser buyers want practicality, but also comfort. The cabin blends ruggedness with modern touches. You've got durable materials that feel ready for adventure, but at the same time, there's a big 12.3-inch touchscreen front and center with Toyota's latest infotainment system. WIRELESS, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a crisp digital driver display. Higher trims bring in premium touches like leather, heated and ventilated seats, and even a premium JBL sound system for those long road trips. But the layout is still very functional. Big, chunky controls you can actually use while wearing gloves. Plenty of storage cubbies, and thoughtful details everywhere. It's a cabin built for real life, not just glossy brochures. Now let's talk about pricing, because that's where Toyota really surprised a lot of people. The Land Cruiser has always been seen as a premium SUV, often carrying a hefty price tag that put it out of reach for many. But with the 2026 model, Toyota is making it much more accessible. Starting in the mid-$50,000 range, it's significantly cheaper than the previous generation, which often crossed well into the $80,000 mark. That's a huge deal. It means more people can actually afford to own a Land Cruiser. And it shows Toyota is serious about bringing this icon back to the mainstream. Of course, higher trims with all the bells and whistles will cost more, but the starting point is honestly really refreshing. So how does it stack up against past models? Well, older Land Cruisers were known for their bulletproof reliability, big engines, and serious off-road chops. They were also known for being pricey and a little thirsty at the pump. The 2026 model feels like a thoughtful evolution. It keeps the durability, the off-road hardware, and the heritage-inspired design but adds modern tech, a hybrid engine that saves fuel without sacrificing power, and a price that doesn't scare off half the buyers. Some hardcore fans may still miss the V8, but for most people, this new setup is going to make a lot more sense in today's world. And I've got to say, It's pretty exciting to see Toyota leaning into the Land Cruiser's identity again. In recent years, it kind of drifted into luxury territory, competing with high-end SUVs. But this new version feels like it's reclaiming its original spirit, a reliable gunnyware. No-nonsense adventure machine that also happens to be comfortable and modern. So, whether you're someone who grew up admiring the Land Cruiser, or you're just discovering what makes it such a beloved nameplate, the 2026 model looks like it's going to strike a sweet balance between past and future. Rugged but refined, powerful but efficient, capable but accessible. Honestly, it feels like the Land Cruiser is back where it belongs. What do you think? Is the hybrid Land Cruiser the right move? Or do you still wish Toyota had stuck with the traditional V8? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what side you're on. And if you're as excited about this SUV as I am, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because I'll be diving deeper into off-road tests and real-world reviews as soon as this beast hits the roads.